Hello, good morning, and good afternoon. Welcome back to Lead Farms channel. All right, I have something to show you guys. It's right here over my shoulder. A lot of you guys have been asking about my sprayer that blew up. We lost an engine 6 months ago, and you want to know what is the status of the sprayer. Well, we did get it home a couple weeks ago. I parked it in my shop at my house. I'm going to run it back over to the farm. Here's the sprayer. It is fixed. Brand new, not brand new engine. Rebuilt engine, Mercedes engine. Folks, is what it costs to rebuild one of these engines on one of these beautiful and amazing machines. We still have the Gandy air seeder, which I think is still half full of turnips and radishes from, like I said, 6 months ago, August 1st, August 3rd. Of 2022, when this machine stopped working in the field with Laura. But it's back home, should be ready to go. I'll run it to the farm. We will take the air seeder off. I will put the front mount boom back on. It's sitting outside right now. Hopefully none of the pipes are frozen and broken. But we'll get the front boom on, fold it up, bring it into the shop at the farm, and store it there for another couple of months until it's time to spray all over again. It should be ready to rock, ready to go again for another, I'm going to probably have to run this machine for another 10 years to get my money, investment back out of it. All right, let's go to the farm. What does a new rebuilt engine sound like, you might ask? Well, let's find out. Parking brake is on. Like that. Sounds like we're good to go. I don't know if it's just the day, the weather, or having some of my equipment back home, back to the farm that makes me so good, feel so well, so good. Get this door open. It's a Saturday. Get the sprayer inside the shop. I'm not going to take anything apart right now. I will start this semi-truck and bring the man lift back to my house so we can hang some flags and merchandise inside my shop, some sponsorships. I like starting vehicles. Okay, good Monday morning. Trying to pick up where I left off whenever I finished filming. We got the tires inflated a couple days ago. One tire is holding air. The other tire, I put 35 pounds of pressure inside of it, and I checked it this morning. It was sitting there for a couple days. Now it's down to 30 pounds, so it has a small leak. I believe we should either get new tires or put a tube inside the tire, but I've decided they're holding enough for what I need, and I'm going to go ahead and put them back on the Harrow for now and let them sit with weight on them and see how that acts or interacts. We're going to get rain tomorrow, and if we get snow, I want to do some harrowing if it freezes off in the field for either sledding and or field work. I have a new farming idea practice that's not done that I would like to try, experiment with. So we'll get these tires put on and get it moved out of the way so we can at least mow and shred. It's been sitting here for months during the summer. Grass and weeds grew up, And they, of course, had flat tires, and I didn't move the harrow and mow underneath of it. So we'll at least get that job done. Probably not the best way, but it is the best way to drop these tires inside here. Bingo. And now we will use our jack to lift the harrow up. This is one of my favorite and most amazing jacks to use. So easy, safe, and simple. Hey folks, I just remembered something while I was out here. When you take a tire off, it's always excellent to put the lug nuts back on so they don't blow off or you don't lose them, especially if it's going to be a couple days. The one thing that I did remember, I want to go ahead and grease this hub right there, if you can see it, because when the tire is on, it's hard to get the grease zerk or the end of the grease gun on this zerk. So let's go ahead and grease it while we have the tire off. I just think that would be beneficial. Then we'll have a hub full of grease and it will be ready to go. Back to the shop to get the grease gun. To all my farmers, mechanics, heavy equipment operators, you know full well when you grab a grease gun off the shelf, this is probably going to be empty every single time. I don't care if you put a new tube of grease in it. When you put it back, inevitably, it'll be empty or have not very much grease. It is the ghost grease loss. So when you grease something, always bring a new tube because this will always be empty. It's a phenomenon. Does anybody else experience it? Has anybody come up with a, Milwaukee, I have an idea for you. Come up with a grease gun that has a higher capacity magazine of grease tubes so we can have a lot more grease as we're greasing all of our equipment. Here we go. How many pumps will it be before this tube is out? You guys count. All right, well, I stand corrected. There was enough grease in the grease gun to get the job done. And I put a lot of grease in these hubs. Now, do not put too much grease so that you pop the end cap, dust cover, whatever that is. You don't want to put too much grease in to pop that off or out like I did here. If you do that, you want to make sure you tap that baby back in, otherwise you will lose it and then it will fill with dirt and ruin your bearing. So oh man, you do not want that. You don't want to pop it a little bit out or all the way off. If you do find yourself in this situation, you want to get yourself a pipe or something with the same diameter as this rim so that you can place it on here and then beat it in with a good size hammer. But I'm going to take this one off and make a little room for the air pressure or whatever so that we can get it all the way on with a good seal. I need somebody to hold the camera so I can show you what I'm about to do here. Well, here. We're going to take this off. All right, hold on. I must say, I love working with you guys because this job goes so fast on the internet with what I record. It works very well. Thanks for coming along and speeding up my day, my job, my process. Some of you guys might actually like to see the nitty-gritty out there, but I just have only so many hands and so much help. Don't forget to pick up that socket. Kale, there it is, right down there. Handy jack, yes sir. Now we can probably, I've got a good idea. Let's hook the safety chain onto the front of these forks, lift the front of the tongue up, and pull it out of this weed mess so we can get a good look at our arrow. Wonderful. Will it pull out of this situation? Maybe eventually. And bingo. We are to the races. Nice. It's amazing how well tires turn when they are properly inflated. And 7 months later, here is the boom that we unhooked 7 months ago to put the destroyer on to destroy. Sprayer engine went down, blah, blah, blah. You guys know the story. It is now frozen to the ground on these stands, as you can see. So I will be using the JLG 925. Plenty of lifting power to just lift up and free it from the frozen ground. Not quite sure the sprayer would lift it, and I don't want to sledgehammer it or pickaxe it or anything else in the ice. So we'll just lift it in each of these sections to break it free. Also, I don't believe this sprayer was completely drained. I thought I did drain it. Turn on a lot of these hose nozzles. You know, typically we don't leave it sit out over the winter while we're having, everything sits inside a heated shop, and it's winterized as well too. Didn't have a sprayer, couldn't winterize this, couldn't blow it out, too far away from the shop, blah, 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 ton of excuses. I'm now ready to hook the boom on the sprayer, get it in the shop, get it thawed, and go ahead and repair whatever spray nozzles, filters, or whatever else, what have you, to get it ready to spray this spring. And probably just, I don't know, a month or two, we will be doing field work. How excited are you guys? Super excited. All right, got this one broken free. It is going to be 59 degrees today, which is fantastic. Love this warm weather. Rain coming tomorrow. Boo. I'd rather have snow than rain, but we'll take what we can get. All right. Lift it up, break it free. Excellent. Let's go get the sprayer. All right, what you want to do is go to Lead Farms, click on that, click on me, this is my channel, go to videos, and then hit popular, scroll down, and you will find Head Like a Hole. Let's get some oil. Go to this one.
There was a truck that passed by that I thought was you, and so I stood here and I did this, and then I realized it wasn't you.
Oh. Anyway, that's the video 6 months ago where the destroyer was destroyed. Sprayer died. All right, so we've got the air seeder down, taken off, and we took the air, or the hydraulic hoses off as well too, because they were leaking. There was not a ton in here, but we will vacuum that out. Time to hook up the boom. What a gorgeous day here in Nebraska. Wowzers. Oh boy, I tell you what, it really feels good to be in this machine. The sprayer is one of my favorite machines, and I'm really pretty good at it. If I had, it would probably be best for this farm if I hire a lot of other things out and then I just am dedicated to the sprayer. So if I can build a team around me to be able to run planters and field work equipment, and then I'm just dedicated to the sprayer, that's probably how we can make a lot more money or have a lot more cost savings, because I'm really good at it and I really do enjoy it, but I'm usually just pulled in all sorts of different directions, planting, harvesting, irrigating, whatever else, to keep the farm going. You just must be able to do it all. Try to pick and choose what you're best at, or what you save the most money at, or can make the most money at. There are our hookups. There is the boom. Here we go. They just fit right into those knuckles. Fit right into there. Possibly, I'll try. There we go. Alrighty, what I have going on here now, hooking up the hydraulics to the boom. The boom has its own hydraulics. We will hook up the electrical to control the hydraulics that go into the boom. We will put in the big 2-inch hose and these grease lines. I installed an automatic greaser on this thing 2 years ago. It's been wonderful and amazing. It just automatically greases everything whenever the interval is correct. So yeah, just hook this stuff up, and then we'll get back to the shop and put some zip ties on it to button it up, tighten things up, and then go through and try to run through all the controls. Oh yeah, we got to take these feet off, which is fairly easy. Boom, it's off. Just like that. Not very complicated stands that work very well once a year. It's a gorgeous day. Enjoy these Nebraska days, or the nice days, wherever you guys are located. I sure do.